Hey YouTube world, what's going on? This is Kyle Lewis, Kyle Louie here, bringing you guys another LTV, that is short for Life Topic Vlog. This is Kyle's vlog. That's what I do. I bring up life topics. I talk about life things, things that I struggle with, things that I'm concerned with, fearful of, things that I've been through. I've also talked about just fun things too. So really, at the end of the day, at the end of the video, my three goals are to help, encourage, and inspire you. And if I can do that, then I'm doing exactly what I'd hoped for. And the only way I'm going to know that you guys are receiving it is if you guys comment down below, keep liking my videos, sharing, also subscribing to the channel. Now, I started this at the beginning of quarantine, and it's gone on to be one of those things where I want to continue to be able to share words of wisdom. I did it mainly for me to keep my mind clear, not negative thoughts, but as you've probably seen if you have been subscribed, I've talked about still struggling at times. It happens. It's part of life. But I want to be someone that you guys can turn to for just encouragement, really. So that you don't feel alone. That you're not going through what you went through alone. Because I assure you, I probably have gone through it. Depending on your situation. Heartbreak, death, bullying, all sorts of stuff. And I just do what I can to share my thoughts in hopes that it can help you, so that if you were to come to that point, you could use me as someone to look towards for that guidance. So yeah, if you like that stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel. If not, that's okay. It's alright. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not really doing it for profit. This channel is specifically just to help, really. But because I enjoy doing that, really. Anyways, if you guys had tuned into my video yesterday, I shared with you guys a funny one. At least it was funny to me. I'm sure some of you may have gotten it. Maybe laughed a little bit. At least I hope so. But today is going to be a little bit of a serious one. Actually, more of a serious one. So bear with me. Today's title of today's vlog is Time is of the Essence. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but it is a phrase, and it's something that I've heard, and it basically means time is of the essence, that you got to make do with what you have with the time that you are given. And so I wanted to talk about that because, and I'm speaking for my behalf, but just in general, I know we take this life for granted, and we really don't take in the time to really enjoy what we have. I've definitely talked about things like that with value, needs and wants, family, and all of that coexists with time. For me, I want you to close your eyes. Okay? Go ahead and close your eyes for me. I want you to picture a rope. All right, and I want you to picture it being extended out fully. All right. To me, that is a lifeline. That is the lifeline of the creation of the world that God created. We're in the middle of it, and then there's heaven, afterlife. Heaven. And in that middle is us, like I talked about. And for me, I picture us with a very short length on that rope. The thing about life is that the cycle of life is that we're born, we live, and we die. And the time that we're here, that we are here, is a gift. And I said in the beginning that we've all taken this life for granted. Meaning, we've only thought about ourselves. And I've thought about that too. I've done that on my behalf as well. I've been selfish and not so much as selfless. But as I grow older, I become more closer to realizing that what God has given me was out of love. And it was a chance for me to live, a chance for me to learn about Him, taking the time with my family, my loved ones. Well, my family is my loved ones, my friends, my wife, all the challenges that I've been through. That was part of my time. There's still challenges in my life. See, the only one that knows when my time is up is God. And I have a quote that I live by, that I made up, and it's very true. It's every day is a new opportunity in being better. Meaning that if you're granted another day, or if I'm granted another day of life, I'm going to learn from the mistakes that I made the previous day and not do them again. And I'm going to look towards where I can pass on care and love to people. Now, I'm not perfect. I've said that in my other videos. I mean, I've probably said that in every video because it's the truth. I'm not, and I'll never be perfect. But the one thing that I continue to learn is that this life I was given was out of love. It is because of love, and I got to be willing to share that. Otherwise, my chances of going to heaven ain't good. You know, I've made mistakes. I've done things that I'm not proud of. But what I am proud of is that God did what He did because He loved me. Because He loves me. And He still provides. And with the short length of time that I have here, I want to leave a lasting impression, not only to my family, my kids eventually. I want to leave a lasting impression on that they can use that to carry on and remember what is important and what is good and not what is bad and what is negative. Because if we think negatively, it kind of prevents us from growing. I've worked with a lot of elderly people. I've also worked with, well, yeah, I've worked with elderly people. I've also worked with elderly people who have disabilities. I've worked with, I mean, I naturally, I'm a caring person, so growing up as a kid, I really got to know my neighbors, and they were really nice. We had, on one side of us, we had two elderly ladies who were nuns at one point, who were just the sweetest people ever. And then on the other side of us, we had a really nice older gentleman who would like bring fish and stuff over to us and always help us with yard work if we needed it. He'd give us like, he had like a raspberry bush, and he would give us like fruit and things. But anyways, the thing that I've learned from meeting these people and my grandparents was that when it comes to, as they get older, they value more of their time. They gain more perspective. Every moment that they are here, they look to what makes them happy. They make every moment that they are here worth it. I really learned a lot from them, and how they really do care about, I mean, my grandpa, Irby, was very big on sharing stories with us. And me being a history person, it was cool to hear his stories and things that he experienced. But yeah, towards the end of his time, he really just took in every moment to teach us, but also to grow closer to God. And that's what elderly people do. They grow closer to God, gaining more perspective about life. And I don't want you guys to wait that long. Me sharing this video is in hopes that you guys can start gaining perspective now and knowing value, and, you know, obviously seeking more time with God, with your family, with your friends, helping your neighbors, when you open doors for people, strangers. I mean, you're showing love, you're showing care. Some of us also don't even make it to that point, to where we grow old and we gain that perspective. I've had friends who passed away young, barely making it to their 20s. I've had friends who've just, gone home early, when their life was just starting out. And I'm sharing this video in hopes that, like I said, that you guys can start gaining that perspective and understanding value, needs, and wants, and that the most important thing is a relationship with Christ. And of course, everything else will fall into place in between that. Do what you can with what you have, with the time that you have. Does that make sense? Wherever you are, it doesn't matter where you are, do what you can with what you have. Meaning, what you have on the inside. Share that. Especially if you're good. If you are a person who is more selfless, like you care for other people, that you care for other people before you care about yourself, then that's what I'm talking about. And I know also that's what God loves to see as well. Because if you do something good for someone, they will return it back in favor, because it's just the right thing to do and a cool thing to do. Enjoy life now, but also be careful. I've talked about how this world is full of sin and deception. You, at the end of the day, you are only in charge of yourself. But that doesn't mean you should think about yourself first. You should definitely help those who are around you first. Also, gaining perspective also means going outside and looking at the stars. Going to the beach and looking at the ocean and water and the waves, and maybe even taking a hike up in the mountains. You're gaining perspective, because when you're doing that, you are taking in what was given to us. You are appreciating what was given to us. So value your life. Don't take it for granted. Drugs have a way of separating you from Christ, separating you from your family. Pornography has a way of separating men and women from reality. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there in this world that is not good. Like I said, elderly people really do take in the time that they have, because they don't know when they're going. And that's the truth with me. I don't know when I'm going. But I want to live every day that I'm here. And like I said, leave a lasting impression. I want to do good for God, for my family, for my friends, so that they can remember me being positive and being good and not of the bad things. Time is of the essence. Time is actually short. Life is short. But that doesn't mean you have to live it by being negative and doing harmful things. Enjoying life, being with those who really truly love you, will help you also gain perspective. All right? So again, enjoy the time that you have. Don't take it for granted. Love yourself. But above all, love God first, because God first loved you, and He still loves you. Take that with you as you take on the day. All right? Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you like this video. Comment down below if you agree. If there's something you want to add, like if I said something that you just want to elaborate more on, like, or you agree with, or, I mean, whatever it is, as long as it's appropriate and respectful, then by all means, please comment down below. Subscribe if you have not. I do appreciate you guys, really. I hope that this was a good one, really. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Possibly tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow is my next day off, so we'll see what I can do, okay? Again, hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not. Share my videos. Check back on my older ones. And we'll see you guys in the next vlog. This is Kyle Lewis. Kai Louie out.